What's up, sports to the bone family? Back at it, back at it, back at it. What's up, guys? Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope everybody is safe. And if you are not home from work as yet, hopefully you are on your way home. If you are on the night shift, don't know it, just go and put in the work. All right, welcome to all those who are already on. Yeah, man, I am doing great. All right, as per usual, we have some early birds in. Cricket Talk is here. Thomas say I will be on and off. All right. Contact 20 always early. Contact 20 say I have some bad news. I'm saying no. Fabian Allen most likely won't be fit for the World Cup with an ankle injury. Yeah, I say that's bad news, man. Bad news. Cricket Talk said then Jason Hola coming in, no problem. All right. England are beaten stick, you know. Contacts sports to the bone big up here. Mafi go buy Philip say Mafi go buy uncle. Jade Moses said Jason Hola will take his place. All right, so that is the thing, you know. Both of them all rounder. It's just that, you know, Fabian Allen would give us the extras in regards to spinning the ball. Now we know that Jason Hola has his medium pace, you know. We have a lot of medium pace bowlers in the team already, but if it is the case that Jason Hola come in to replace him, I don't really have any problem. I mean, initially when the team was being picked, I was okay with the fact that he didn't make the 15 based on his performances leading up. But you know, if an all-rounder get injured, then we just draw for the next one. Brown say good night, everyone. All right. Turner say just reach. Yeah, man, we just started actually, you know, about 2 minutes ago we start. Philip say, Ola run struck, you know. Oh, I'm having time, you know. I'm having time, man. Having time. Eternal Magnicure Sharingan. So let's see how we do tomorrow against Afghanistan. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just wait and see how it goes. Contact 20 say if we don't win Afghanistan tomorrow, does it matter much? No, it don't really matter much, you know. It's just that it's the last warm-up game. So if they pick a team that is close to the one that will be played against England, then they would want to win. Cricket Talk say I know, but no other option for Allen Sohola, yeah. Cedric Cricket say good night, everyone. Please remember to like up the video. That's good advice there, guys, as per usual. You know, when you like up the video, then YouTube algorithm push it out. So a lot of people can get a chance to see what's going on over here, you know. See we sharp up and come back today, you know. So we go make Babylon cut off the ear and thing. So you know, say serious movement, you know. Oh, go on. Contact 20 say I think we will miss Allen badly. Fabian Allen is a gun feeler, bow spin and can whack some runs. Exactly. You know, Fabian Allen will save us 20 to 30 runs in the field most of the time, and you know, can always depend on him hitting the ball and think. Contact say Hola doesn't have that power. No, he might not have the same sort of power, you know, but when he's in good nick, man, he hits the ball well. It's just that Hola mostly hit the ball down the ground. Allen look like him can hit the ball to all different parts of the ground. You understand? Afghanistan just warm up, all right? Contact 20 say thankfully Russell will be fit for the World Cup. That's great news. All right. I haven't heard any official confirm. Cricket Talk, I haven't heard any official confirmation as yet, but I think he's close there. He's close, man. Based on what I know about hamstring injury, if it wasn't a serious one, then he should be able to play a couple of the games. Jaden says, Sports to the bone, do you think West Indies have a good bowling lineup for England? The bowling lineup, you know, the thing is that England is not afraid of pace, so we're not going to just go with pace. We have to make sure that we mix it. It depends. We have bowlers that can perform, man. Because, you know, Obed Mackay is there, Rampal is there, Bravo going to give you 4 solid overs and those guys. It's just that they have to make sure that they don't bowl, everybody bowling the same thing. It's a lot of medium pace bowlers, so everybody needs to come with their own little trickery and their little own, you know, mix up. We don't want just some little soft bowling, because England will punish that. Joseph say big Miss Allen. All right. Contact 20 say based on the West Indies Insta page, Russell will be fit. He's training in the nets. All right. Cedric say if we can't beat Afghanistan, it means we will not make it out of the group stage. All right. And that's why I'm saying if they pick a team that is pretty close to what we are expected to use and they lose against us, Afghanistan, then I might be worried. But if they just put some players out there and then say, for example, going into the England game, 6 or 5 or 6 different players come in, then I might not be too worried. But if the team that we use against Afghanistan tomorrow, majority of the starters are in it and we lose, then might be time for us to start worrying. So it's how they use the bowlers. I think, however, the spin department is very weak. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. The spin department is weak. Usually the last 2 World Cups we went in with 2 quality spinners. Cricket Talk say from Obed and Rampal, only one making the squad because Gale and Hetmeyer. So I think you mean making the final 11. Cedric say what happened to Fabian Allen? Well, Contact 20 is saying that Fabian Allen injured his ankle. I was on the road most of the day today, so I didn't get a chance to see any update or anything. So I'm gonna double check. But usually when Contact says something, more often than not, that is how it goes. Peter Cherry say, at what time is the warm-up game tomorrow? I'm not sure if it's going to be the same time as the one that was played a couple of days ago. I'm not sure if it's going to be 5, 6 a.m. By the live finish, I will get official confirmation. Peter Cherry said, yeah. Moses says, Sports to the Bone, what's a good score for England? Well, if we're batting first, that you need upwards of 180, 190 thereabout, because they made 188 against England, India easy, and India had their good bowlers. Boomer was bowling. Don't remember the next pace bowler that they have. They have a next pace bowler that is good, and you know how good they are with spin. And they still they still were able to make 88. So if we're batting first, we don't want anything under 180. It's highly unlikely that throughout the tournament we are going to always score those sort of scores. But if we're going up against England and we bat first, we don't want anything less than 185. Next comment says, saw a clip with Drakes and Odin Smith. They are net bowlers over there. Yeah, man, I think we had gotten confirmation on the last live that we did. Contact 20 say 10 a.m. is the warm-up game. 10 a.m. All right, good enough time, that man. Say such a if they lose, I have nothing to worried. I have nothing to worry about. This is West Indies. Expect the unexpected. All right, you're right at that. Contact 20 says spin department get even weaker. No Allen out. Yep. Magnicure Sharingan say the game starts at 9. All right. Douglas said 9. So we're getting a lot of confirmation. Yeah, man, 9 o'clock is a good time. Cedric say Cedric Rickett say okay, 9 a.m. for the warm-up game. All right. Gaming say if Allen was injured, West Indies would put it out. Yeah, I'm not sure if Contact 20 saw it on the Facebook, on the West Indies Facebook page or what. As I said, I was on the road. I actually just got in, in time to come and settle in and start out the live. So certain news, I am not, I wouldn't have gotten a chance to see it. So I'm not sure though. But as me say, usually when Contact 20 give out information, usually get it from a reliable source. Contact 20 says, Sports to the Bone, do you think they should try Gale as an opener tomorrow? I think they should. I mean, I don't know if it's going to make much difference. Putting him to open our number 3 or batting at 3. I don't think it is going to make much difference. You understand? I know that we would have gotten used to him really batting at number 3 and scoring a whole truckload of runs, but I don't know if it's going to really be much of a big difference. And this is not me disrespecting him. I'm disrespecting him because I respect the body of work that he would have done. But based on how I see him batting, facing up to some medium pace bowlers that him usually crank, You know, it doesn't look to me as if he you know, he's the Gale of the days gone. But because you know, I don't think it will be much different. Magnicure Sharingan say Ishan Kishan and Rahul played some classic shots against England. Yeah, man, we spoke about it yesterday. Ishan Kishan, I think he made 70 and retired. Rahul got about 51 before he was removed. And I mean, the shots were glorious, man. The shots were just glorious. Douglas say Fletcher can play Mujib as Gale should Gale should open. Why Fletcher can't play any sort of spin in a Virgin? Fletcher can't play any sort of spin. Any sort of spin you're thinking of, I am a bit worried. Contact say I was listening to Johnny Grave speak on a radio station this evening, and he said it's looking bad for Alan Uncle. Okay, all right. Johnny Grave is the yeah man. He's a yeah. Cricket West Indies CEO. All right, Contact. Sharingan say, Magnicure say, rotating the strike is a major problem for West Indies. It has always been, and it seems as if it's going to continue like that because the vice captain came out and said that they are focused on big hitting. Doesn't mean that they won't try to rotate the strike though, and I just trying to let you know that they're not worried about that. Crick Lover 15 say, I saw today's game. Oman was impressive even though they lost. Gave Bangladesh a fight. Yeah, Crick Lover, I actually saw a part of the game, you know. I saw a part of the game. I think Bangladesh won by maybe 20 something runs or maybe 26, 27. I don't remember, but I was looking at the game. And Oman actually started the chase well, you know. It's just that Shakib Al Hassan once again, you know, it proved to be really, really tough. At one point in time, it was even on a hat trick. Didn't take a hat trick, you know, but he did well. And there's another bowler. I think it's a pace bowler that took 4 wickets, if I'm not mistaken. Contact say, I'm worried that we have no news about Evan Lewis. Well, from the other day we're talking about it. I am hoping that they are just keeping it on the wraps to surprise the English bowlers. Hopefully that is the thing. Magnicure say Mujib is the next Narayan. I want to tell you now, we spoke about it yesterday. Afghanistan, they have some good spinners still, you know. Rashid Khan, Mujib. I always not remembering them. Rashid Khan, Mujib, and I called about 4 of them yesterday and name slipped me, but somebody will post them up in the comment. But they have some good players. Guys, we only have 28 persons on, and it seems as if people don't know that we're live today. What's happening? What's happening? Go ahead and like up the live, man, so can push it out in the news feed so them can jump on, all right? I think it seems as if Mr. Lover is in the background there. All right, Mr. Lover, I soon let you in. You know how I like to do it, and I like to go through and set the pace for the first 30 minutes, you know, read some comments, and then I'll let you guys in. I just noticed Mr. Lover is in the background waiting. I soon let you in, Mr. Lover, so we can have a talk. I just want to kind of set the pace by reading the comments and, you know, making everybody feel welcome and thing. Contact 20 say, I think Bangladesh, Scotland, Sri Lanka, and Ireland will go through to the next round. All right. Cricket Lover 15 say, saw Evan during West Indies practice session today. He was padded up, looked okay. All right. Cricket Talk say, no Jaffa Archer in England, their bowler so weak. Well, Jaffa Archer is a big miss, you know, with all of his pace and his economic rate and thing, but they have a next pace bowler that is pretty good. Yes, Douglas reminded me of the name. Nabi is the one that I didn't remember. Nabi, Rashid, Mujib, among those 3 bowlers, you know, I doubt if we're going to get in a lot of runs. You understand? If we're not able to unsettle them, we can't make them settle and find a good line. Contact say people tired from work, sports to the bone, and miserable. They want to cook and sleep. It looks serious. Like the people I'm going to cook on. Magnicure says, sports to the bone. Do you remember how Samuel Badji controlled his leg spin well? Yeah, man, Samuel Badji was excellent. You could give Samuel Badji the brand new ball from over number 1, and he would kick that ball wicket to wicket with an attacking line right on the stump. You understand? Also, if the dew, not saying it don't affect him, you know, but if out there waiting, you give him the ball, him still find a way to control it. You understand? He was excellent. Cedric Cricket say, is Chase a good spinner or an ordinary spinner? Good is relative. It depends on who you are comparing him with. So good is relative. If we're talking about Caribbean, then he's probably one of, if not the best spinner in the Caribbean at the test level. You understand? There are other people in the Caribbean that are more tricky than him. You understand? But good is relative. Yeah, Trevon, big up. Cricket Talk say Chase is test player in World Cup. Chase is water boy and bench. Okay. Contact says Cedric Cricket is nothing special as a spinner in limited over cricket. Exactly. You see, so me know contact 20 watch a lot of cricket, you know. He's playing mainly for his batting. Contact 20 watch a lot of cricket. I can see it. Next comment say, I no Ben Stokes. Yeah, I didn't remember to mention Ben Stokes. No Ben Stokes. Cedric said never he can be a special. Never he can be a special. Not sure what he means. Contact say cricket lover 15. You are in the UAE. I don't know if he's in the UAE or meant that he's time on social media. Cedric Cricket say Chase remind me of Chase remind me, I think he's saying remind me of Nehemiah Perry. Okay. Yeah man, so the team of viewers and subscribers, it's not looking too bad. We just need them to go out there and really do what is necessary. Cricket Lover said no win this Instagram page. Okay. So he saw all of that on the Instagram page. All right. Yeah man. Let me check and see when Mr. Lover go on it. I think Mr. Lover is there. Yeah, Mr. Lover, good evening.
Well, go on, brother.
Yeah, man, we're there. Another night to stress about our lovely game. What is your call for tomorrow? What do you think will happen tomorrow? What sort of team they're going to put out there?
I'm looking for Simmons and Gale, or Lewis and Gale to open.
Simmons and Gale to open?
Yeah, probably. Unless
all right. Yeah, go ahead. You say Simmons and Gale?
Yeah. Either that or Lewis and Gale.
All right. Why we know my thing with Gale already still, you know. All right, now I want the man make some runs till it look bad. Want him get some runs, man. But in terms of the team that is expected to go out there, I am wondering if they are going to put a team close to what is expected to play England, you know, so that everybody can sort of come together and get a workout together as a team before they really go up against England. Or you think they're not going to give the English players any opportunity to take a look at their players? What are your thoughts? I think they're going to change it up, or they're going to go with a 11 similar to what they want to use against England?
Honestly, I feel they might just give them the best team. But I don't even know what to say because they're unpredictable.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if we need to hide anything because I'm just plugging this. Yeah, I don't know if we need to hide any player now because majority of these players, especially the batsmen, they were in the IPL just now, just the other day. So I don't know if hiding them would make any sense, you know. So I don't know what's the best combination as regards to whether or not they should use 11 close to their 11 that they want to use against England, or just change it up. But it depends on the intensity, the intensity that they are working at in the nets. Because if they have the starters working at a good intensity, then they don't necessarily have to go out and play in the practice game. You know. Mind you, it's totally different when you go up in a competition setting than when you are in the nets. But they can have some fiery pace going in the nets, man, and they're just working themselves and things. So I don't know what the plan is, but whatever the plan is, hopefully it will come together. That's how we can say. Hopefully it will come together. See, Contact 20 say Pura needs to come into some form. Contact 20 say if it's me, I'm not playing Bravo, Russell or Lewis. We need that rested for Saturday. But we need them rested, yes. But it could be a case too where they could maybe play Russell and say, all right, bowl 2 overs, not 4. Bowl 2 overs. Let us see where you're at. But according to Mr. Lover, I don't want Russell on the field any at all to go get himself injured. What you say, Mr. Lover?
Never. Wait till Saturday. Wait till Saturday. And Lewis.
Yeah, these guys don't have anything to prove, so it's not like they need to go in any warm-up game and get a score to really solidify in the coach's mind that yes, they are ready. These guys, once they are fit, they will definitely start in the team. So as you say, it's probably a good idea to let the man just go and wait till Saturday. I understand. Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
One thing is Shimon Hetmyer probably opening or batting at 3.
Go again?
I say I would like to see Shimon Hetmyer opening batting at number 3.
I don't know about the opening, but I agree with you as regards to batting at 3. I agree. I know that they are going to ask him to bat based on the role that they want him to play. We saw in the IPL he batted low because they wanted him to play as a finisher. When it comes on to West Indies cricket now, we're expecting him to go a little bit higher. But with Gale in the team, Gale is not going to bat any lower than 3. You understand? Then if you play Chase will bat at 4. Then Boy, I don't know. But Hetmyer definitely needs to bat higher. Especially if we're playing Russell, Pollard, and well, Allen is out now. But if you have Russell, Pollard, if you have somebody like a Russell or Pollard, and even a DJ Bravo, Hetmyer can bat a little higher, man. Yeah, I can bat a little higher. Yeah, Nilmat, greetings. Cedric say Russell Pollard must bat before Hetmyer. Okay. So yeah, Mr. Lover.
Very good.
Yeah, it seems as if Marlon is on. Marlon, you there?
Yes.
Yes, Marlon, welcome, man. Mr. Lover is already here holding a reason. So,
Yes,
what you say, ready for tomorrow?
It won't change the price of rice, in my opinion. It really won't.
Yeah.
Nobody can convince me of anything that I wasn't convinced of by doing anything to me.
All right.
That is no disrespect to Afghanistan, but it's not a good enough measuring stick, like I said last night.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
You see games like this, Lennox, it's really weird. And this is why I say it is weird. You cannot impress anybody in those games because nobody takes Afghanistan seriously.
But you can get a tear apart.
Yes. If you perform badly,
it
will reflect extra bad on you.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's between a rock and a hard place, as they would say, See Henry. Hold on. Henry said singles and rotation of strike will be the key to beat England. All this reliance on 6 will not work. Tell them again for me. Tell them again. Everton say blessings to you, my family. Blessings, my boss. Danny Link says, Sports to the Bone. I want to know Marlon playing 11 for Saturday first match. Yeah, I think he gave it yesterday, but you can probably go ahead again, Marlon, and let the people know what you're thinking. Same thing with Mr. Lover.
Well, my starting 11 is Simmons and Lewis. Hetmyer at 3, Chase at 4, Pollard at 5, Pollard at 6, Russell at 7, tentatively. That is really tentatively. Fabian Allen at 8.
We heard that his uncle is injured. We're not sure, but we hear him injured. Fabian Ali.
Well,
I haven't seen it, but Contact 20 said that he heard it on a program. Johnny Graves was saying that it's looking a bit bleaky for Allen. Hopefully he will come around, but in case he's there and fit, you say you have him at 8.
yes. I probably will. I've been flip flopping on Fabian Allen, but let me bring Fabian Allen in. And then I will bring probably Ian Walsh after that, and top it off with Bravo and Obed.
Yeah, those who are actually something I break up. Those who were actually here the other day, you would remember, and it's the same side he gave yesterday, and I said that I agreed. I think who we left out?
I think you left out Walsh, and
you I wasn't sure about Walsh. We probably want to go with a frontline spinner. You understand?
I am set regarding the batsmen. The bowlers now.
Yeah, man. The batting is already set for me. I am. You see, because I'm not sure where Obed, Ravi, where those guys are. I'm a bit worried. Mark and Ravi Rampal performed well in the CPL, played well in the 50 over before. Obed did well at the international level before the CPL, and then the injury. But I'm not sure where they are at and how they will manage. You understand? So I am a bit, I am a bit. You can't say that I'm flipping between those two. You understand? Likewise. So yeah, so that is the issue. But where the batting is concerned, I would have indicated already that those are the guys that I would do work. Mr. Lover, how you say your team go again?
Lewis Simmons. I had Gale, but I'm still skeptical about Gale. I was thinking about putting Hetmyer at 3, Chase 4, Pollard 5, flip-flopping between Bravo and Poohan for 6. Then we have Russell tentatively at 7. Either Poohan or Bravo, who that doesn't bat at 6, but at 8.
Yeah.
Then the bowlers, since Allen is not in due to the ankle injury, tentatively, I have Walsh, Rampal, McCoy, and probably I would have to bring in Thomas. Worst case scenario.
Yeah. I say, I love the pace.
Steaming like a beaver.
Yeah, yes, the problem, as Sheldon have it on the screen here, Rampal must play. You see, that is the thing, because he's the man that is expected to really take 1 or 2 wickets in early in the power play, Bowling his first 2 overs, we always expect Rampal to take a wicket or 2 within his first 2 overs. He's basically known for that, taking early wickets. So if Rampal don't play, Rampal going to play. Because I doubt they're going to depend on Oshane Thomas to really be the man to go out there and blow the side away. Even though he did well against England before, but based on the conditions, he's not the best as regards to controlling the ball and doing certain things. So you're going to want someone like a Rampal to maybe try and outfox him. Having said that, though, Rampal, Bravo, Russell, Obed, even though Obed is left arm bowler, most of them are throwing up the same thing. Almost the same pace. We know Obed can push his pace up, but almost the same pace, the same sort of trickery. So that is my issue. I am a bit concerned whether or not we will be found wanting with too much similarity. I don't know what you guys think about that. You can just address that. Just give me a second.
You can go ahead, Mr. Lover.
You can go ahead first, Marlon.
Well, the similarity thing could be an issue, to be honest, because, and especially if Andre Russell cannot bowl, because you expect Andre Russell to always be in the team if he's fit. It's not the case where they might rotate between what his name is, Oshane Thomas. Oshane Thomas is not a sure pick, but Andre Russell is a sure pick, and Andre can routinely bowl 140s here and there. When he's not in the team now, you are stuck with a lot of medium pace bowlers who offer more or less the same thing like Lennox is saying. So it is problematic. The person who says Rampal must play, I am not going to argue with them on that one because I don't think it's a decision where I would argue. If you want him to play, I would say I am not too upset or feel any strong ways about it. If you want to drop Obed, so be it. Because I don't see much. I don't have much confidence in anybody right now to the point where I say he must play. I'm not that adamant when it comes to the bowlers.
Except Bravo. He's the only bowler I would be adamant to say him have to play.
Yes.
The rest of them toss up.
He must play and he must get 4 overs.
Exactly.
Full stop. But so everybody else is a personal preference or how the pitch is looking.
Makes sense. You had to address it, Mr. Lover?
Not yet. Marlon, honestly, I agree with you. But the thing is now, who are we going to have as the outright pace bowler if we choose Gravo and Rampal and McCoy if Watson is injured and cannot play?
That's why I say, that's why I say it's a sticky situation, because I understand wanting to have the tearaway pace, at least one, but I don't know if based on the pitch I am confident enough and Oshane Thomas not just relying on his pace. That is what I'm worried about. I always like to see a one pace bowler that is there to rough up 1 or 2 of the batsmen, but I'm a bit worried about his control. I'm gonna be honest. And if he bowls one wide or one no ball, you notice he's going to start stretching with his run up, and then he's going. I don't know. Maybe they would have fixed that, but that is something that I would have observed. Usually when you get, I didn't see it much in the warm up. It's just that he was wide and short. You understand? And I don't know if I trust him. But the thing is this though: if you play Ravi Rampal and you have Bravo and the others, if you play Oshane Thomas, the good thing is that you have other people, that you have those guys there that will coach him and help him through. You understand? But in terms of him putting the ball where it is supposed to go, I don't know if I really trust him like that. But I love the idea of having the pace, but I also love the idea of pace and good line and length.
Now, the other thing I would like to address now is we might be in a huge problem if we cannot have Fabian Allen. So what would we do? Would we implement the emergency act clause, if there is any, to get Sunil Narine into the team or reserve?
Based on what the captain said they won't be taking in anybody. I mean, it's an injury now, so I am assuming that he will more than likely draw for probably what's his name, Holder. Maybe we'll push Holder into the 15 now, and then one man short in there. I don't think they are going to be able to bring in anybody else. So more than likely they will bring in Holder, or I see somebody ask what about Akil Hussain, out of the reserve. I think they might, even though Fabian Allen is a spinner, and you are thinking they might bring in a next spinner for him, I'm thinking they might bring in Holder, thinking that he will bring almost the same sort of power as Allen with the bat. So, I don't know. Probably will bring in Holder more than likely. I don't know. Marlon, what you say? You're going to activate the clause and bring in a mystery spinner?
No. But, and it's not that I wouldn't do it, Lennox. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's on the cards.
Man, no one play international cricket. You say it long time now.
It's on the cards at all.
I have been saying this for a while now. The guy don't want to play international cricket.
And I guess I can respect him for this sense. He has stayed away from the team for a long time, and he hasn't tried to Jamaican
rush him back
when
run in on the World Cup team. Yeah.
Yes. So he's been consistent, and I respect the level of consistency. So he's not coming. If you're not going to draft Akil Hussain,
Mm-hmm.
If the spinner is the only position you want to rectify, if you're not bringing a Hilo in, leave it alone and work with Walsh and the others who could turn their arm over.
True. But the other thing is now, with Allen out tentatively due to the injury, will we be playing Hayden Walsh in his place because we need the second best fielder in the team?
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know if it was already a toss up between the two. You know, but Walsh is definitely, as I say, Walsh is definitely a good fielder. I can't really make up my mind when it comes on to the bowling. That is how iffy I am where this is concerned. And it's a bit worrying because, as you said yesterday on the live, you know, before the World Cup, before the CPL, when we were, you know, going up against the Australia, the South Africa, and all of those teams in the T20s, we were looking good and we were saying the bowling is solid. The bowling is kicking. Yeah, they were doing well. You know, but a couple of the guys start to drop off form. You know, but we'll see how it goes still. Magnicky or Sharingan say, if you watch Hola closely, he played the role of Marlon Samuels or Chase.
Who?
Yes. Think him say Holder. If you watch Holder closely, he played the role of Marlon Samuels or Chase. When it comes on to Jason Holder, he has the ability to rotate the strike and he has the ability to power hit the ball. But I don't know if I would go as far as say that he would be consistent enough to play that sort of role. Don't know if I would say that.
For me, Lennox, I'm not going to say people are not watching the games, but I wonder how much people are really looking at things and not being prisoners of the moment. Because if you will follow West Indies T20 team, Jason Waller was not somebody who was in for contention over the last year or two.
Remember that is exactly why he was rubbing the bench, you know. That is exactly why he was rubbing the bench. It's just the other day he started to pick up some form. Didn't do too badly in the IPL, and you know, we think he's returning to form, but it's a good while he had to be on the bench because he wasn't performing.
No, Lennox. I wouldn't even say he wasn't performing. He wasn't in for contention.
He wasn't even in
because
contention based on the other players.
And a red ball player. They had him as such. They brought him to the World Cup and they didn't play him in the World Cups. So I'm really shocked. You see, I understand the greatness of Jason Waller because make no bones about it. Jason Waller is one of the greats of West Indies cricket. Simply as an all-rounder, he's a good all-rounder for West Indies. No doubt about it.
I looked at the numbers the other day and the numbers were excellent. Easy.
Man, the man is a good all-rounder.
Yeah, but we have to be truthful. You understand? Now we can't fool ourselves. You know, if we're going to push Holder in, means we're going to take out Russell, who will probably perform better than him, or the captain Pollard or Bravo, because that is how he would be playing the same sort of role. You understand? And those guys bowling better, and they are more consistent with the bat. So in T20, so you know.
Funny enough, you know, Lennox, they tried Jason in that role that the person is speaking of, you know. I think it was against Australia
when they moved him up,
and it didn't work out.
I'm saying the ability is there,
but the irony is, I think they had Dwayne Bravo play that role against. No, it was against South Africa. They tried it.
And I think Dwayne Bravo. I think he got a half century playing that role.
He did exceedingly well in that game.
I think he got.
No, he didn't
maybe
get
49 or 50, 40 something.
It was close.
46.
Yeah,
it was him.
46. It was a good knock.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good knock. Bravo of the years gone by, you know.
So I am not personally. If Russell or Fabian Allen is down, I am drafting Jason Waller in the squad. Just to
I agree.
But
I agree.
I am not understanding all the fanfare surrounding that.
Maybe because he finished off well in the IPL. But I am working off consistency, and those guys, you know. Dwayne say when the World Cup is going to start. Well, West Indies will start their first game against England on Saturday, but you can check out the warm-up game tomorrow against Afghanistan if you are not busy. Yeah, man. So yeah.
The World Cup already started.
Yeah, well, yeah. Bangladesh actually beat Oman today. You know, yeah, man. Bangladesh beat Oman today. I think they won by 20 something runs. You know, a couple of yeah.
I don't know if you saw the Bangladesh press conference after they lost the first game.
To Scotland, I think they lost to Scotland.
Mamadullah look like you know when somebody kill your cat or your dog.
Mamadullah, I tell you now.
Listen, Mamadullah look depressed.
Yeah, man.
Listen, when I watch, the man took his cap off and he wiped his face. This was before the press conference started.
Yeah.
You could see the look of utter disbelief on the man's face. And I was like, wow. It is telling because nobody expect them to lose that game.
Yeah, man.
No one expected
and I want to tell you, in the game today against Oman actually started off well enough. They started off well and was making some runs, and you know, it so happened that Shakib came in and put the brakes on it, got 2 wickets in 2 deliveries, slowed things down, and another bowler came in and got some wickets, you know, and as I said, they ended up winning. But as I say, it wasn't pretty at all when they lost against Scotland. You know, it wasn't pretty at all. It wasn't pretty. So Mr. Lover, as regards to the I think we spoke about this at length last night. The wicket keeping position. I still going to bring it up one more time. You are okay with your wicket keeper keeping and not getting any runs, or you want the wicket keeper to batting at 5 to give you 40, 50 runs or what? Based honestly, on the amount of overs.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say about Pooran right now. Man, just disappointing boss. I'm thinking about taking away the glove from him and give it to Simmons.
But the problem is Simmons have to be making runs too. Simmons, that is the problem. You know, Simmons must be making runs too. I had suggested this and say, you know, if Pooran they're just not scoring and they want to drop him, then Simmons is there and he can keep. But we would have to be certain that Simmons would make runs also, because he's an ex-iffy man too, you know. He's an ex-iffy man, you know. He's an next one where you can't really look in there.
Of all the openers right now in the UAE, I want to take a chance with Simmons, Dan Gale, and Fletcher. Period.
Well, Fletcher not even in my name, you know. And as you know, I'm going with Simmons and Lewis. All right. Somebody said come from over Spanish Town. All right. Big up everybody from over Spain Town, you know. Over Spanish Town. Spanish Town produce my artists, you know, Chronix. Yeah, man. But I think we need to, as we say, we are supporting the team, but we are still going to be picking and seeing, you know, certain things that we can talk about. But we are hoping that we'll be able to get past England. As I said, if we bat first, for those who are coming on late, if we bat first against England, we need to get over 180, 185. Because they make 188 against India, a good bowling lineup, easy. You understand? Bairstow, Moeen Ali, and you know, and another one. They were able to hit the ball, and the man rotate strike good. Josh Butler and Malan. Yeah, the next one, David Malan. The man, yeah, he can hit the ball well, but he rotates strike very well too. If I'm not mistaken, he might be the number 1 ranked batsman in. I don't want to give out any wrong information, but I am certain that he and KL Rahul. He and KL Rahul are up there. Yeah, I am almost certain. If Rahul exactly. If Rahul haven't passed him, then he's there still. You understand? And as I said last night, these guys, you have to outsmart them as bowlers because these guys they hit reverse sweep, they hit paddle sweep, everything just as how they are playing a normal forward defensive or straight drive. That is how well rounded they are, and they are able to score runs. So our bowlers going to have to be careful. Yes, you see Douglas saying he's number one. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's there still. Stewart, I think West Indies should open with Chris Gayle and Lewis. Sheldon Smith says 60 at minimum for the power play. I want more than that, you know. Need more than that, but we want them to understand that if they are not getting the boundaries, it is also okay to get a single instead of a dot ball. I don't know. I'm not good at math any at all, but I'm almost certain that trying to block 4 deliveries and then to hit the 5th delivery for 6 hardly make any sense. And then the 6th delivery you block it again. That don't make no sense to me. You try and rotate the strike and then if you get a couple boundary ball you play. I don't know. I might be wrong, but that is how I know cricket goes.
Tell that to Simmons, Lennox. Like
Jesus
Christ. Simmons don't look good.
That is how Simmons build pressure on himself in a virgin. And you know the funny thing about it, Simmons is a risky player. He's a risky player. So I don't know why him not just play the ball in the gap and run the runs. He will be there blocking, and then he have a style. He wear the bat before him swing it, you know. You know him bat, he wait like, and then he start to wear the bat and then he swing it. But the problem I am having, this man, the ability is there to work the ball. You understand? I don't know if this is a different Simmons from years gone by. I know he has always been a man that like to block and then hit ball hard, but I know he's able to play the ball. He is very good at piercing gaps. And he's good. His foot movement is also good. He is not one of the players that will only stand up on the wicket and bat or stuck in the crease. This man can move. You understand? So all I have to do is read the flight of the ball, judge the ball, and pierce the gap. The man, I don't know Marlon. It's like the man decide that he's going to block the first 4 and then try hit the next 2 for 6.
I watch it happen and sometimes I shake my head. Listen, when Simmons comes off, Simmons is brilliant.
It's good. Mm-hmm.
And the days when he sits there and don't rotate the strike, West Indies is in trouble. when those days come, we are in trouble.
Very much so. Very much so. I wouldn't even go as far as to talk about Fletcher. You understand? Because especially when the spinners are bowling, I know it is just that he is not really able to really deal with it. You understand? But I won't even go about talking about his that bad because you know he wouldn't be in my team. I saw West Indies did something. I don't remember if it was against Australia. They were trying to play the man until they push him all the way down to, I think he was batting at 4 or 5. Fletcher at one point. It was the first time I was seeing something
7.
like that. 7?
Lower than that.
It's the first time I saw something like that. And I was wondering what this for. Why are they doing this? You understand? So I wouldn't be surprised if come Monday I see something that you know we wouldn't have expected, you know, where these selectors are concerned. Mm-hmm. Nilman says Simmons' innings is set up by the first 6 to 10 balls. It's like if his timing isn't there, him mad, sick head gone. You see, and the problem is that this is a man that is really good at stroking the ball. So I don't know why I'm don't try and play the game a little different. But yeah, man. I don't know how many persons saw the video that I did earlier this morning. Just letting you guys know that we have a jam-pack shift next year schedule. I saw it on the Instagram, West Indies Instagram yesterday, but I think Mr. Lover had sent it to me on Instagram also. We are going to be taking on England in January in 5 T20 games. All 5 games will be played in Barbados, and then we're gonna go to India in February, I think. And then we're going to come back in March, have 3 test matches. We're going to play 1 at Grenada, one in Antigua, and
Barbados.
Barbados getting one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Barbados. So a lot of cricket, Marlon, a lot of cricket. Lot of T20 cricket after the World Cup.
So wait, who is the test matches? It's an English series.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just that there's a break. So when the English T20 team come in January, we will play them. And I think we have to go to India in February, I think. I don't remember what amount of game is going to be played or if it is posted, but I'm almost certain we'll go to India and then we will return to the Caribbean in March. Well, we might return in February, but in March, we are going to play England in those 3 test matches. So, you know, a jam-pack start to 2022 for us.
I mean, I'm not surprised that Sabina Park didn't get any of the English test matches, but it is what it is.
Listen, I'm going to tell you all
Yeah.
this now. When England comes to the Caribbean,
It's Barbados and Antigua.
2 places they definitely play. Antigua and Barbados.
Yes.
Other than that,
yes,
it's very rare. It's going
Yeah.
to be very rare for any other places to get test match once England comes to the Caribbean.
The reason why they do it, I heard, is to catch the
The
tourists.
sun and the
because
beaches.
The English tourists normally frequent those islands. So
Hey.
that's the reason why.
Listen this, right? Before I left Antigua to come up to the States, right? I've been at the airport and England come to the Caribbean. When they come Antigua, it's like 4 of the same plane come in. Either every day you have 1 plane or every 2 days you have 2 planes coming in. I'm talking about British Airways, the 777. Hold at least 400 passengers.
Yes, man.
So a whole lot of support.
So Cricket West Indies is a business decision.
Yeah, I understand it, you know. I understand it because here in Jamaica, we all know, Marlon, you and I know what is happening. The place isn't even open up. Isn't even open. So, you know, nothing, no start and nothing now go. Just let us just say nothing. Plus, in that test match against South Africa the other day, we didn't cover ourselves in a lot of glory as in regards to how the pitch looked. Because the rain stopped falling for hours. And it's not like the pitch, the field was flooded, and you know it was an embarrassment, man. It was an embarrassment.
You need to improve on the drain, though.
Yeah, they definitely need some improvement.
But Lennox, if we're going to play England, I think we need to bring, and I'm not being 100% serious, but I am in some sense. We need to bring Shane Darwich out of retirement for him to have another innings that he did with Jason Warner. So, because
I think they got 260 something
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think they got 260 something.
That's when Jason made his highest test score, 202.
Yeah.
Innings was just some
class.
Was Jason. That was vintage Jason.
Yeah, wow. It was class.
Another thing.
I mean,
you see, like how you said that, Marlon. I was even thinking and looking at it at this way now. If you bring back in Darwich to bat and Ricky Keep, right? You have the option of making De Silva the opener temporarily. I've been looking at it that way. And I even play. Okay, I have this cricket app on my phone where I use West Indies most of the time, and I use different people to open. I use Joshua De Silva, and I put it on extreme as the hardest level, and I have De Silva and Bradford making at least 151's partnership. Was like, I think they should really give him a chance.
No, man, you are the brains behind the control, man. I am certain that you are the brains behind the control. I am certain. Certain that you are the brains behind that sort of movement. But there's something it's a while now. Mr. Lover mentioning this thing, and a lot of people have been mentioning it because I heard Coach Phil Simmons saying that they don't plan on moving him at the moment. You understand? And I gather that he has opened for Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? And I gather that he likes pace. But the way in which he gets dismissed, I think he needs to do
But
some
it's
more
not
work
too
to really show me that he will be able to manage a Mark Wood, Jaffa Archer, and all of those guys probing away at his half stump. You understand? You know,
I won't even mention them. Let me go this way and say the swing bowling of my name Anderson, Stuart Ward. If you can't handle the swing bowling, that's it. No need.
man, them man they can't manage swing bowling. You see, the problem though, we don't want to have too many players.
That's him, Marlon.
You know, I disagree with you about that point. Listen,
with the swing.
I'm not too worried about Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad in the Caribbean. I am
PS
not worried
more about
them
Bridget.
in our conditions. Yes, those guys were ineffective by their standards last series around. If you remember the last game, it was Mark Wood that roughed up our batsmen. After
Mark
the
Wood
series was
quick,
over,
man.
I mean, Mark Wood took them to task. And England won the last game, but the series was already over. But Sam Curran, I mean, West Indies batsmen lick Sam Curran all over the place. They don't normally carry walks and international travel, so he didn't come. But Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad wasn't really that much effective. So
you see, these guys.
I'm not worried about them in our condition.
These guys are skillful. So outside of their conditions, they are still good bowlers. They will get wickets, you know, and the pace has dropped somewhat. So they were more rely on the skill. So you find that they're going to take a lot of wickets in their conditions as usual. But I am really worried about Mark Wood. Mark Wood is the problem. Mark Wood is the problem. These guys are skillful enough to really outclass us. You know, don't get me wrong. But you know, I'm always worried about, you know, pace bowlers coming up against my top 4 batsmen in West Indies. The top 4. I'm always worried about pace because you notice majority of the time our batting start at number 6, 7 when Blackwood come in or Da Silva or Holder those guys. That is basically when our batting start, you know, over the last good little while now. That is how we see it. You know, it's just since Brathwaite get a little form the other day and start make some runs. You know, our batting really start really, and you know, what's his name? Banner came in and got some runs before he got injured. But our batting mostly start at number 5 or 6. But the good thing is that we have the great.
Oh, you were saying continue.
Yeah, I was saying the good thing is that we have the great Darren Bravo. So when those pace bowlers come, he will more than likely bat out half of the test match and make sure that, you know, the others bat around him. So them man, they are miracle worker, you know.
But Lennox, this is the thing. I am not going to kill West Indian openers anymore, and this is why. If you take a step back, Lennox, the most difficult thing to do in Test cricket is open a Test match. Like you are facing the new ball bowlers. They are fresh. They have a new Kookaburra, or I don't remember what the next one is.
They might use this one. I know which part. They might have the technology. Duke.
And the Duke, yes.
Yeah.
You have a brand new, and in the Caribbean, you have a brand new Duke ball. It is difficult. Zipping out of it is really difficult. If we could get a number, 2 batsmen, 1 or 2, to bat, to average 35. Listen, a batsman average 35 as an opener is not bad. It's really, really not bad. Our problem is our openers average 25. That is really the problem. And those ridiculous scores. If we
I think that's Brathwaite average went up. So.
Brathwaite's average is there, you know, but we rotate other openers. We want 2 solid openers, which part might sound away, but you know, we want 2 openers you average in our mid-30s or late 30s. You understand?
Yes.
As
So-
Marlon said.
Like, listen,
My question
average
is now-
40 as a test opener.
Yeah,
You are a legendary player if you can average 40 as a test opener.
yeah.
Because most test openers don't average 50. And I'm talking about legendary. Gill, I think Gill is 40, 42.
Mm.
And
Brad,
Mr. Cook, I think is probably 45 or 50, so somewhere there about. But
yeah.
averaging over 40 as an opener is
No man, solid man.
really good. 35
Brathwaite,
is respectable.
Brathwaite average of my years are 32.7. And that would have been after the runs of I met the other day. So
Respectable. Like, it is
yeah.
not respectable.
We need another solid opener.
35,
Yeah,
we can live with 35. I'm being
Mhm.
honest.
So
Yes.
let me ask this now.
Uh-huh.
We have one test series coming up after the World Cup, immediately after the World Cup. What do you think we should do? And it's on a spin-friendly kind of condition in Sri Lanka.
As
Well,
regards to whether or not we are going to use some of the same players in the team now. Well, Bravo, as me say, Bravo. Me not have any problem with Bravo going. This is test cricket, you know. This is test cricket. I don't have a problem. He hasn't been scoring any runs, but it's basically the same thing. Banner started to stop score. Brooks didn't get a chance the other day. Who else we have in number 3, 4? So I don't have any problem with bringing him.
I would carry him, no, Lennox. No, seriousness.
Yeah, I don't have any problem. Yeah, I don't have any problem bringing Bravo on that tour. The next thing I want West Indies to do, we need to find a way quickly and convince Hetmeyer and Pooran that they need to play. Well, if I'm not even open there, we need to convince those guys that they need to play test cricket. Because that is it, you know. You see, we grew up watching a lot of cricket out of passion, you know. These guys are doing it as a job, you know. So if they look at it, most time they calculate it and say, well, if I rub my body for 5 days out there, I'm going to be worn out. And I can go and make the same amount of money in 5 hours in a T20 game, or even triple the money. You understand? So some of these guys, they are not looking at playing test cricket any at all. And on the flip side, it can be because they are expecting the West Indies selectors to be flexible, to say, all right, we know you guys want to play a franchise cricket, but we'll be flexible. And once you guys are available, we'll you know, to play a certain amount of games, then you play your first class and then you come in. But we need to, we can't make this crap of players move out, man, and the man not playing the test cricket. You understand? Yeah, man. Them guy, man.
I heard Ian Bishop making a comment once, and he was saying, and this was, I don't remember if it was the first half of the IPL or the second half, but he was saying that guys like Pooran and Hetmeyer, but I think it was more towards Pooran, but if my memory serves me right, he was saying that, listen, these guys need to get back into test cricket in order to make their careers even longer.
Exactly.
Because it gives you more. His point, and I don't want even to speak.
I think I heard it, you know.
He was trying to say that once you get back in the test game, it will be beneficial to your white ball game. That's the best as I could put it.
He was talking mainly for Hetmeyer to get back in.
It was mainly Hetmeyer.
Give Pooran a chance at test cricket.
We can't have these guys. We can't have these guys moving from their early 20s, mid 20s, going to late 20s soon, and they are not playing any cricket. Let's Richard Pant and them guys start play only for cricket.
The thing hurt me now. For see Pooran go and stand up next to Richard Pant after the game yesterday and take a picture with the man and post up on Instagram, and not even play test cricket. That it hurt me bad. Right now, it's Pant averaging a test cricket about 40 something or 30 something.
Man, what majority of the time when Pant get chance, man, him go there and make him runs, you know.
But yes, the thing is, I was watching listening to Hetmeyer on a podcast. I don't remember what those gentlemen's name or to give them the credit for
Cricket podcast.
But it was two Caribbean gentlemen in England. And when they asked Hetmyer about test cricket, Hetmyer's response was, I need to get in the frame of mind. So we play test cricket.
Hetmyer look like a little sample man, you know.
So let's hope something happen and he gets in the frame of mind where he could get back into the test team. That's all
you see, I heard even Ian Bishop was talking about it, and well, he was talking about the same thing. And I think he was saying that you can spot certain players from an earlier age and know whether or not they are going to really drive towards Test or OD or T20, even though they have the ability to do both. He was talking about Jaden Seals. I don't know if you guys remember that I think he was in the series against Pakistan, and he was saying that, you know, Jaden Seals, they remember him before he even came on the scene. You know, he was saying, and he was talking, and, you know, he was saying that he really understands that Test cricket is the ultimate form, and that is the true test. So we know that eventually, once he continues good, people are going to pick him up to play T20. And when he understands what he's missing out as regards to the cash, he will want to go. But, you know, a man, as I say, a man will have to get himself in the right frame of mind to want to do it before, you know, we really see. So that is the thing. Yeah.
Well, culture matters, you know. Let me tell you why culture matters. You have white ball players who are heavily in demand, like Johnny Bairstow, who are adamantly trying to resurrect their test career.
Exactly. Because of the culture.
Exactly, because in England, in English circles,
in England, man. In England. Yeah, man. In England.
And you have players like Johnny Bairstow, like I said, they're trying their best to resurrect their test career.
Because
everywhere
they get the note.
Yes. But we have our players now who they're trying to resurrect no test career. They're trying to get the white ball money.
Yeah, man, the money all over the place. You see, I remember, I think it was a Pakistan. I don't want to misquote, but there's this former Pakistan player, man, that is always salty on the internet. And just a couple months ago, he came out and said that Johnny Bairstow is the most overrated cricketer he has ever seen.
Show it back there, man.
I show that.
Wait.
I don't want to tell you. I want to tell you that Johnny Bairstow is there and thereabout as a cricketer, you know. And I remember I was saying, and I think I was even saying it on the live, as West Indies players, let us not take it up and say anything about the man, because the man can walk in our team, you know, Bridget. The man can walk in our test team, you know. So let us not take it up on our head. You understand?
Listen, some people say that Johnny Bairstow is England's best white ball batsman in the modern era. That's how highly rated he is in the white ball.
Yeah, they rate him, man, but him still a run down the red ball.
He's still a running down.
That is where the respect is. That is where the truest form of respect is when it comes on to cricket over there in England. You understand?
So the difference is obvious. The difference is there to see for anybody who wants to see.
See, hold on. Magnicure Sharingana said Shamar Brooks must be considered as a part of the team in 2022 versus England. I agree, because even the last game that he played against Pakistan, he should have played over my friend Nkrumah Bana. And I'm not knocking Bana, because Bana is somebody that I know from college days. I'm not knocking him, but it's easy. He should have played over him. Shamar Brooks should have definitely played over Bana.
I mentioned this to you, right? Sports to the Bone on the live, that Nkrumah Bana should have waited a bit longer to come back from that concussion.
Yeah, I think I heard her say something like that.
I was proven right about that.
Well, it wasn't mentally.
Wasn't mentally.
Yeah, he was mentally ready. And you see, the funny thing about it, not defending him, but I didn't see him really doing anything out of the norm. You know, when a man gets hit and a man coming back and he might look timid. I'm going to give you an example. After this, but not to defend him, but the way in which he got out. I think the first one he was giving out LBW. I don't remember. Ball was too high. Yeah, next one I think he
I remember that
drove after a ball and played it on the stumps, or but not defending him, but I think Brooks should have played. I hear why I'm saying no. I didn't really see any fear in him or any sign that he was playing different. Look at Ishan, the Shuish Rainer. Look at Shuish Rainer the other day when the pace bowlers were roughing him up and he was looking like a schoolboy. You could see that he was definitely worried. When he got hit the first time, he was worried right short until he got out. You understand? But I understand what you're saying. We might have not seen we might probably weren't able to see it, Mr. Lover. But maybe he wasn't mentally ready to come back. But I was thinking that they should have given Brooks a chance. You understand?
Well, I mean, that comment on the screen is a fair comment, the one you just moved, Lennox.
Yeah.
This is a fair comment, so I think we should acknowledge it. The English players do get one on the screen now.
Yeah.
It is a fair comment. Like,
we can't knock it on.
They do get paid more. Playing white ball cricket. No, they do get paid more overall from cricket.
Overall.
So they could afford to go in the test cricket more. So
and yeah, it's a good comment. And this is something that we would have mentioned on here a couple of times. Saying if our board, if our people in the Caribbean here were in charge of our board, really pay the players well and things like that, then they might be able to stick around. But then on the flip side, we have to look and say that there's probably not as much sponsors. People don't really want to identify with cricket. Don't want their brand, really going plastering up with West Indies losing and all of that. So them things are kind of factor, but it's definitely a good comment. They are probably not treated as good as they should be. So they have to go out and look it.
But you know what? I don't think it's that though, Lennox, when they come on to people, the lack of sponsors. The lack of sponsors is a different issue, But you see, as a region, we're a small region, to be honest. I think as a cricketing region, we are not 5 million people. Because Jamaica is about 3. Well, we're about 7. We are less than 7.
Yeah.
If you put all the countries together in one country, that's not a lot of people. Economically, we're not an economic powerhouse within the region. So the amount of cash that West Indies can afford to pay these guys will never be enough. And that is if the board is incredibly generous to these players and give them the best possible payment. The region just cannot afford that.
Cannot afford it, yeah.
Because of our economic status and because of our size. So the guys are doing a job.
Why, Mr. Lover Marlon, this man here, I think he's Naruto addiction, manicure Sharingan. Look at this comment. He's saying I would put Myers in the T20 team instead of the test team. I don't know which team I would put him in. Remember, you weren't watching the CPL, and I noticed that they gave Myers how much game, and he was. I think Myers probably ducks 4 times in the CPL.
Probably 2.
Two?
Yes, I think it was about 2. It was about 2.
Yeah, 2, 3. Yeah, and yes. He was coming on in the latter part when they move him up. I think he got an 80 or something. But I wouldn't say draw him in the team. Who are you going to use him to replace in the current squad? Because he didn't overly. One thing that he could have used to really push his way in would have been to dominate the CPL. You understand? And he didn't really do that. Where manicure Sharingan, it look like you're using the manicure there too much. You're going blind virgin.
Call for my
God blind.
Right now, which is confirmed, but probably the ODI where you'd have more overs.
And you see, I would definitely want him to get some game as regards to some 50 overs and then see how I'm looking in the ODI, because his bowling is not bad at all, And we know he has always been a good bowler before he injured his knee. Then the man is a bowler, Bridget. The man is a bowler.
Good bowler.
Mr. The man I get the ball to move both ways, easy, and I set up top class batsman. So the man set up Babar Azam and get him out. The man is a bowler, man. That man's not a batsman, Bridget. Man is a bowler.
let me tell you, the reason why he cannot make West Indies test team as a all-rounder is because Jason Ola is already
Jason Ola. Exactly. I need your all-round and a test cricket for batter either 5, 6, both number 6, and Jason Ola is there.
Yes.
So that is the problem.
And how his career is going now, he seems to be out and out bowling all-rounder, which Jason is. But if Jason was not in that team, Myers would be good, solid bowling all-rounder.
Yeah, man. Him need to stop tricking himself, saying he's a batsman and compete against not Roach or Sears or we have Joseph, we have those youngsters. Go and compete against them, because I'm almost certain that he's not as quick as them, but how clever this guy is. Just as how Hassan Ali, the guy's name from the
Pakistan.
Name of it from Pakistan, right? Just as though he's not as quick as Mohamed Abbas or Shaheen Shah Afridi. Not saying he's as effective.
No, Hassan Ali is quicker than Mohamed Abbas.
Not Mohamed Abbas. Shaheen Shah Afridi and what's the next pace bowler that they have there?
No, man. You're not mixing up Abbas. You probably talking about Mohamed Abbas, man. Because Mohamed Abbas and Kyle Mayers have the same pace.
Yes, I'm Mohamed Abbas, man. Not the older guy.
Yes, man. Yes.
Hassan is a bit quicker than him.
Yeah, man. Hassan is the first change.
But isn't a tear away pace. But he uses skill and his and things like that to get wickets. So I think Kyle Mayers need to really show the people that he can bowl, because the man can bowl. I saw the man bowl a couple of deliveries to set up Babar Azam and then get him out in a test match. We're not talking about it was Babar Azam, right?
I think so.
Yeah, man, we're not talking about.
I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, we're not talking about a T20 game that the batsman is attacking him. Babar Azam is a class batsman. Him set him up and remove him.
That was the first thing. The first test.
Yeah, not saying batsman can't fail, but the man is a bowler, Bridget. The man can bowl. See somebody, Douglas, reminding us that him start out as a bowler, as Ian Bishop indicated, but he damaged his knee, and then he had to sort of change things up and work on his batting.
And Lennox, what I like about him as a bowler, when nothing is going on for all the West Indies frontline bowlers, and the ball is old, they throw the ball to Kyle Mayers and say, do something for us.
Get something for us, exactly.
Do something for us, because nothing is going on. And I watch him be successful at that a few times to where it's like accidental. Because he was able to replicate it a few times. But hey, speaking of Mohamed Abbas, Lennox, I still think what his name is, Ed Kumabana must have nightmares of Mohamed Abbas. Listen, the second test, Lennox. Listen, that man put Bana through an examination.
Hey,
anybody outside of him had gotten that wicket, Lennox. It would have been a disservice.
Would have been sinful.
We can admire it now from afar because it is gone.
Hey, Bana. All Bana had to do. All Bana had to do was justice. All Bana could do was justice. Bana never have a clue, man. I tell you, man, it was good. It was good to watch. It was good to watch and bad to watch. So, Mr. Lover, I show you. Appear this. But man.
The funny thing is, in that bowling performance, that ball missed the edge so many times. Listen, I don't think Bana knew how he survived that long. He deserves some props for surviving that long.
Hold on it.
That was one of my takeaways of the series.
Yeah. All right. So just a quick reminder. Somebody asking the teams in our group. Which team in our group would give us the most problem? Okay, to beat. Well, England. I think England going to give us some problem, England, because remind me of the teams. England, Pakistan, right? South Africa. Pakistan. We have England.
No, Pakistan is not in our group.
Pakistan not Pakistan. We have England. We have South Africa.
Australia, no, South Africa.
Yeah, man, we have England, South Africa,
New Zealand.
I think it's
Australia.
No.
No, man.
New Zealand or Australia?
Why it slip me? Australia. We have
So it's
we have
Australia.
Australia, so yes, Australia, South Africa, and England. I'm sure of those three.
Yes, those
Yes.
are the main threats in that group.
I'm more worried about England right now. The other teams, knowing us, any team can beat us on any given day, and we can beat any team on any given day. But all things being equal, I would probably be more worried about England based on the overall what they have to
I
put
am a little
together.
bit worried about Shamsi, about West Indies batsmen facing Shamsi.
That's Christ.
I am definitely worried about that again. So,
That is going to be that 4 overs probably going to feel like 8 or 9 overs. These 4 overs going to feel like 8 or 9.
A whole test match that to feel like.
hey, Shamsi is one of I don't understand why Shamsi cannot be successful in the IPL, but in international cricket,
Yeah, man, he's good.
So Shamsi is probably like Badri. Badri never got a good run in the IPL. But when they play international cricket, oh my gosh.
I tell you, man, brand new ball give Badri. Wet ball give Badri. Anything at all. Hold on there. I think Contact 20 asks, what about the Champions League game tomorrow, Manchester versus Atlanta? Right now, he's just going to watch and see. See, you know, it's a strong possibility that I can't even watch that tomorrow if it upset my mood, you know, because until I say tomorrow is a day which part me have to try and be in a one good mood. So I don't know if I go watch the
West Indies first, then
yeah, I probably not watch any sport tomorrow. Tomorrow wifey birthday, you know, so you know I can't screw up my face in I was tomorrow. So I better I'm not watch none of them, you know. You know, I better I'm stay far from them, but you know, but I think we're going to bounce back. We're going to bounce back. We got a thorough examination from Leicester the other day. But you know, I think we're going to bounce back and you know win this game. Atlanta is not a walkover because they are scoring goals for fun. You know. So all right.
So beware of Zapata.
All right. Match I remember. No, another guy that did there at Chelsea.
No. Tammy Abraham was at Chelsea.
No, man, I not him. Oh, Zappa Costa, me talk. And you did there at Chelsea. He play wing back. Yeah. Yeah, man, but yes, guys, yeah. This cricket thing here, we're going to crank it up a bit more, especially in the World Cup. We're going to do some watch-alongs. I have some goodies. You understand? Can't travel, go give anybody nothing, you know. You know, so we have some goodies that we're going to do some thing in while we are doing the watch along and give you some goodies and things. So you know, stick around. I never know. Your name might fall, you know. Yeah, man. But just go and do the thing, cause at the end of the day, after this World Cup, we still have a jam-pack few first couple of months, right? January, February, March, a cricket. So we're trying to keep the vibe going just the same. Hopefully by then regional cricket will come back, as Jimmy Adams was saying, by the latter part of January, February, so you can come out of the house and go watch some regional cricket. You understand? Well, yeah, man. We're going to close off a little early this evening, you know. We're going to close off a little bit earlier this evening. But something else that I want us to address, Marlon and Mr. Lover. I hear when it comes on to Pollard, right? How much do you guys really rate Pollard as a captain? How if you should give him a mark out of 10 based on what you would have seen so far. So we would have looked at the team in general. We want to close off on this point. How much you would rate him out of 10 in terms of really having the ability to win games for us? Now I won't use it. I won't say deliver the title because it's probably going to be rough to win it, but to win games for us. How confident are you guys of Pollard? Anyone can go first, you know. Look at Marlon gone, man. Nah, yeah, Marlon.
Oh,
Marlon gone in the kitchen.
No. Still here. I was saying I wouldn't claim to speak for Pollard, but I think he's a captain at least by example.
Mhm.
I think probably that's his biggest strength in how sometimes he would take the ball in his hand and say, you know what?
And try a thing.
Let me try a thing. And then when it comes with the bat, because I remember in New Zealand, we didn't win any of the games, but after Lucky Ferguson roughed up our top order and got everybody out bowling 150, Pollard stood up and gave us a respectable score. We didn't get bundled out. And even Monday was the same thing he did. 20 runs in the final over.
In the last over, yeah.
And made it respectable. So I think he does well leading by example. And he's a very attacking captain.
Yes, that is one of the things.
And wait for something to happen. So people say he's arrogant. I remember Tino Best charge one time was that he's playing friend ball.
Yeah.
I remember Tino Best saying that one time. Well, Mr. Lover agree with the friend ball analysis when he took the ball from Ian Walsh and gave it to Akil Hussein in the test series.
Yeah, but we were talking about it. No.
The test.
No, man.
No, it was the one day. It was the one day.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Remember, we were talking about it.
Yes. So,
yeah, we were talking about it.
but
I mean, yeah, we were talking about it.
The fact that Mumbai Indians give him the captaincy
Trust
when
him.
Rohit is not
Rohit
around
isn't there.
speaks to his quality as a captain. So I
like him as a captain. I would give him 8.5, 9. You understand? This is going to be his first opportunity to really go and try and win a T20 World Cup for us as the leader. But in terms of him managing the team as a captain, I don't have any problem with him. You understand? As you say, it's very attacking. Usually comes up with the right decision. You know, when it comes on to being politically correct, usually is a man which part them say arrogant. You know, I don't know if Tina Best was the man that said that, but I don't know if I would have seen a more arrogant cricketer than the great Tina Best. But where Pollard is concerned, I really like him as a cricketer, as a captain. I have said this on several occasions. You know, he leads from the front, as I say. I trust him to go over there and fight to the end. The guys respect him because of who he is. So I think he's there. But when it comes on to the best captain in the region, Dwayne Bravo is the best white ball captain in the region. I didn't ask you guys that question, but I just put in that in there. Because Pollard won the CPL captain in Barbados, right? And I think he won 2 with Trinidad as a captain, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but based on what I would have seen, Bravo is the best white ball captain in the region for me. Yeah, understand. Bravo is a genius. You hear me? I tell you. But not undermining him, because Bravo is in the captain seat. But I just had to throw that in there. Pollard is extremely good. As I said, Mumbai trust him because of what he's bringing to the table. But Bravo is the best white ball captain in the region, in my opinion. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
I give Pollard a 9 out of 10. But one thing I don't like him doing is changing it up and by bowling second. Like the first game, the warm-up game, I thought field first. But his record shows it that every game we win, chasing, we win. Basically, if not every game, at least 99% of the games we win.
Wow, Mr. Lover, you forgot the South African series?
Yeah, I think.
60, about 3.
Yeah, I think they made 166, 150, 157, 166, 169. Yep. I remember.
Those were the scores.
Something like that. Yeah, and the chasing team wasn't able to knock it off. But
chasing, that was a terrible series for chasing.
Yeah, but generally speaking, though, we usually finish. Yeah. Continue, Mr. Lover.
As it relates to the best white ball captain, kind of hard, but close. Bravo first, Sammy second, Pollard third.
You see.
No, but I wouldn't put Sammy in that discussion because Sammy's record speak for itself.
Yeah, we weren't involved in Sammy, but you see the thing is this: Sammy look like him have human glue on him, you know. When I say human glue, I mean a glue separate and apart from being able to really set up the thing tactically. Human glue, people tend to stick to Sammy. The guy is such a lovable guy. The guy, people will probably walk hours in a fire for Sammy here. People walk barefooted in fire for Sammy. That's how people love him, you know, and the fact that he was able to go out and deliver title for us when we were back, you know, we had our backs against the wall. You know, he speaks for himself. Hopefully, he will become, you know, equally as great a commentator or even better. You know. So I see him doing his thing with commentating now. I heard him saying some.
He's at the World Cup also.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody say it the other night.
I saw it on Facebook when they released a list of commentators. Sammy is there.
The great Darren Sammy, man.
Yeah, but listen,
great Darren
Sammy's
Sammy.
probably one of those cricketers who overachieved the Lennox, but Sammy loved cricket.
That man love cricket, yeah, man.
You could see growing up, Sammy probably wasn't the most talented cricketer going around.
He was a fighter.
But Sammy loved cricket, yes. Like you could see people like the first time you see Shane Marnett by a bat, you see the talent. But
yeah,
you know what Sammy talent don't jump.
It's a fight. It's a fight, yeah, man. Him fight and carve out most time things.
As a captain, kudos to Sammy.
Very, very good. Very good as a captain. But yeah, man, guys, we're going to cut this one a little bit short tonight. You know, an hour and a half we're on, not going up to 8 o'clock. Hopefully tomorrow after the game we will be live. You notice I said hopefully. So if we don't come on tomorrow, we don't want anybody fight with. Because you know tomorrow going to be a jam-packed day for me. So let us see how it go, guys. Let us see how it go. All right. So go and big up on yourself. Marlon, Mr. Lover, as usual. Thanks for coming on and keeping the people entertained. Zane?
Yeah, man, bless.
All right, big up on yourself.